on Around the World for Free. This week, we relive history.
Looks like a typical high school, classroom after classroom, but this thing was turned into a killing camp.
From the political prisons and killing fields of Cambodia,
So many of my good friends' dads fought in this war.
to the battlegrounds of the Vietnam War. Plus, a cooking masterclass, a hidden island getaway,
We just jet skied across the Gulf of Siam. I don't know if there's anything cooler than that. There's like 8 shacks on the beach, $10 a night.
and Lunar New Year's celebrations.
Happy New Year, guys!
All coming up on Around the World for Free. Hi, I'm Alex Boylan. I made it my mission to circumnavigate the globe without any money. The reason? To see the world in the purest way possible, through the eyes of the locals. To mobilize the global community, we created a website where people could interact with me daily. This was my lifeline that would connect me with locals worldwide and to help me continue my journey around the world safely. At least that was the plan.
Dude, what was that?
I set off from New York with just one crew member, Jolt Luca, and not a penny to my name. No security, no hotels, no script, no clue where we were headed. Just a couple of cameras, an open mind, and the entire world ahead of us. My goal, to eat, sleep, and live like a local wherever the journey takes me. From the untouched lands of Dominica to the urban jungles of Venezuela. From the raw spirit of Africa to the impoverished struggle of Cambodia. You're watching the true chronicle of an unimaginable life-changing journey. So hitch a ride on this trek from our great American home through the Caribbean, South America, Africa, and Southeast Asia before pointing the compass home. 4 continents, 16 countries, 45,000 miles. Welcome to Around the World for Free. We're in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. One of our web community members, Jason, and his driver, Silkun, have been showing us around. We've journeyed from the border town of Poipet, down the Tonle Sap River and past the Angkor Wat temples, all the way to the capital, Phnom Penh. And we've been enjoying the vibrant colors and countryside. But we know this land is still dealing with terrible pain from a sad recent episode in its history.
The images you have just seen are from Tol Slang, also known as S-21, the main political prison run by the regime headed up by Pol Pot from the years 1975 to 1979. This former high school became the epicenter for some of the darkest deeds in recent human history. How did this whole thing start? Pol Pot?
Yeah, he was a socialist. He studied in France, came back to Cambodia with his ideology. It was his desire to get Cambodia back to year 0, back to where it was a pure working class. He just ended up getting people to believe in and buy into his thinking, you know. It was his plan to exterminate basically anybody and everybody who had some form of education. If you were a lawyer, you were a student, if you wore glasses, if you weren't a peasant or a farmer, he was going to exterminate you basically.
Walking through here, you can tell it looks like a typical high school, classroom after classroom, but this thing was turned into a killing camp.
These are the electrical beds that they would put people on, the actual beds, the shackles that they would use, and then they would attach electricity to them. This is where you can still see the blood on the wall. You can see here, you can see here. They always took pictures of every victim that they were getting ready to kill. A lot of them were ready to die. They were like, please just kill me because of the torture, the pain, you know.
Why do I let them? Why do I let them?
My elder worked in a football region. She was 18. She lost 3, 1 brother, 2 sisters. One time, the worker of purple, they bring her go to kill, but my grandfather asked them and don't kill my daughter. She's young. She don't know anything because my mother steal potato to eat.
She stole a potato to eat.
Yeah, she's hungry, so they don't allow people to eat anything like rice, potato, even banana that she plant cannot eat. They make people walk like a line, and then one by one guy will have a gun or big stick, and then they kill you, so you fall down underground. And even they know that they will die, but they don't run because some of them they lose all their family, they lose children, they lose wife, they lose mother, father, so they don't want to live.
I used to live in Munich, Germany, so I remember going to Dachau. It's like the same thing. It's just hard to comprehend these types of things that have happened and this type of genocide and how recent it is.
They have 12 in her family, only her that's still alive. I don't understand why they do that. For us, we love Khmer each other, but I don't know why they kill Khmer each other. I don't know why.
Pol Pot was allowed to die in his village on his own. Never really gone through like a tribunal or anything like that. And it just ended in 1995. I was graduating high school around this time period. I had no clue that 25% of the population was killed. Glad we got to experience this, and this is just the beginning. We're going to the killing fields.
Is it for life? I'm in this fight.
This place where we're going right now, thousands and thousands of people were killed and buried.
Many of the prisoners in Tuol Sleng were sent to their doom in the infamous killing fields of Cambodia, like this one on the outskirts of Phnom Penh called Chong Ek.
This is a tomb that they kill the people and they put together.
After rainy season, stuff keeps surfacing. I mean, there's so many people that died here.
They hide the people like that. And then they leave the people body like here. So the body you come behind, they use a space. So they keep behind on the head.
Shovel.
And someday they nice, they cut like that. My uncle, the Pol Pot regime, they kill them also.
We end the Chong Ek visit at the Tower of Skulls. The genocidal Pol Pot regime impacted the lives of everyone we meet, including Jason's nanny.
ដូចថាទៅដកស្មៅស្រូវដកអីអញ្ចឹងដល់ពេលហើយខ្ញុំចាប់បានក្តាមមួយអញ្ចឹងណាគេក៏ចាប់ក្តាមមកច្រើនដាក់ក្នុងធុងហើយគេឲ្យខ្ញុំលាត់ជើងឡើងលើ
After they hit her, they still tie her for one night. Cannot eat.
We are then shocked to find out that our translator's story is even more heart-wrenching.
They kill all my parents. They kill all my family, all of my family. Except me. Except me. I have 3 brothers. Now I'm alone. They ask me, do you miss your mom or your father? Like that. Then I say no. If I say yes, they will kill me too. They ask me 3 times, but I still say no. I don't miss my mother or my family.
Thankfully, the age of genocide has passed, and Cambodia's spirit is alive and well. The next day, to cheer us up a little, Sokun and his friend Saron invite us to help out with a meal. First stop, Phnom Penh's Russian market.
This guy's talking on a cell phone.
I tried driving on a moped through Phnom Penh. You were whizzing by traffic. It's coming at all angles.
It's like you're so close to all these cars whipping around. They zoom in. I mean, if you put your arm out either way, you're definitely gonna get clipped by something. So what? All right, this is the Russian market. What do they sell there? Everything.
Saron tells me that only years ago you used to be able to buy AK-47s in this market, but thankfully no more.
Why do they call it the Russian market, Rowan? I don't see any Russians.
Back in the States, we have to cook with more lemongrass. It's the most flavorful herb that you can imagine, Mom. Just put that in hot water and your soup will taste like unbelievable. Coconut? Take the whole thing, bite the whole thing. Come on, give me a hand. Give me a hand. I almost got clipped by like 4 trucks. Back here quickly, and we've been helping Sakun's wife prepare tom yum soup. And if you've ever been to a Thai restaurant or a Cambodian restaurant, this is a classic dish here. Where did she learn her recipe?
Yes, he learned from her mom.
You don't take me how to cook, but to teach you how to cook.
She is one of the most amazing cooks that we've experienced maybe on this whole trip. Just take a bunch of shaved coconut, mix with water, and just start squeezing all the oil out. And whatever you left over here is your base for the whole tom yum.
At the end of the meal, does Narum point out to me that when the coconut is the dominant ingredient,
So good, thank you.
the soup is actually called tom kha. Thanks, Narum.
To bridge the space between us.
We drove to the beach town Sihanoukville, and now we're on our way to Bamboo Island.
We just jet skied across the Gulf of Siam. I don't know if there's anything cooler than that. That was so much fun. Jason and I, we jump on some jet skis and just like, I mean, maybe 30 minutes or an hour just cruising, like doing tricks, flying as fast as we can. Jason's like, guys, I have the perfect spot that very, very few people know about. You want to go? Joel and I are like, yes, we do. There's like 8 shacks on the beach. These shacks, and this is the most expensive it gets because it's high season right now, $10 a night. We only get 24 hours, but we are going to enjoy it. We are just going to absorb the sun, the good times. If you ever get a chance to go to Bamboo Island, do it, because this place is a fantasy. Is this bliss or what? You're on the beach reading a book, a stroll around.
Lying next to the space where you'll be looking for forgiveness.
We didn't do one thing there. We set up a bonfire at night. You know, we felt like we just owned this island for that night. I want a week of this. I mean, this will slow everything down. Just relax, kick it. There's not much to think about here except for how bad is my sunburn. That was the biggest stress I've had so far in the last 24 hours. Got it. Got it. Sweet.
Thank you.
Paradise for 24 hours. It's over. Back to 10 on 10. You know, what Jason is doing here in this country, it really is amazing. His family, they've set up this facility here. It's a feeding center, really.
Feeding off children in the community for the poorest of the poor. It's a tangible way of getting Cambodia help.
There you go. There you go.
My wife and I fell in love with the place, and we knew the history of Cambodia with the Khmer Rouge and what had happened. And Cambodia was a place that, you know, our hearts were at. We have English school, we have Khmer classes, music classes.
When I come here, I see the life and my heart is broken. So I want to change their life to better because the children is the pillar of nation.
So we want to go from this feeding style to a professional kitchen here. So as soon as I get back to the States, I have the time to beg money from people, basically.
Our next stop is Phnom Penh's garbage dump, which is home to many.
Well, the last thing that you said to me was goodbye for a while. I'll never forget those words. Then today you disappeared without a single trace of smile. I'll probably have to say it's now or never you decide.
Her boss, she want to go to live like other people also, but now they have children. Her husband cannot support her enough, so we don't have ability to live at a building.
Put yourself in these people's shoes for a second. Kids, like 6 years old, are fighting over a plastic bag. It's burning hot out. The smell, I mean, it's the most putrid smell you can imagine.
Is hard, and I am scared it will never go away.
All the people near the garbage dump, no job, no money. So my family very poor, but I find a job near the city.
Near where?
Near Riverside.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I find myself.
You find yourself?
Yes.
Meroy dollar?
Yes.
$100. Working 7 to 9.
14-hour days. And that's good here around this area. That's high.
That's nice.
I have 5 sisters, no brother.
No brother? All women?
So I find a job, 2 study, 2 married. Me find a job.
Yeah.
Start.
You want to get married?
Not yet. But I want to find.
You want to find? Right. Yeah.
You want fun. You want fun.
Yes.
Somewhere close there is an angel watching over me.
Yeah, I think they'd come back, man. Seriously. Never know what can happen.
Our stay in Cambodia is coming to an end, and we're moving on to Vietnam, thanks to Jason.
Vietnam, 2 tickets right here, baby. Capital Bus Station.
Say goodbye to Cambodia, jump on the bus. 6 hours to be in Vietnam.
We crossed the Mekong River and just arrived right in here into Ho Chi Minh City, formerly known as Saigon. Maybe about the size of Los Angeles, 8 to 9 million people.
Jason knew we didn't have any connections in Vietnam, so he gave me a few bucks so I could check my email at an internet cafe once I got here.
Okay, we just got an email. Really do not have a clue what we're going to do here in Ho Chi Minh City. Have not had anything. We got this email that Sunshine and spoke with someone here, and we just got this email from this guy who's like, give this to my guard, this like phrase that's in Vietnamese. He doesn't speak any English. And he's like, oh, we have a place to stay tonight and tomorrow night.
We used the last couple of bucks Jason gave us to take a taxi across Ho Chi Minh City, where hopefully we have lodging waiting for us.
Crazy. Crazy. We found the alley. We have no clue who this is. All we have was an email. So it says go into the alley 50 meters, left-hand side, there's a number 8/9 on the house next to another alley. Hello? I have this
Hi.
This is Alex.
Alex. Nice to meet you.
Yeah,
nice to meet you.
This is our office. We are working on environment. So we are all world, a little bit like the world. We are on the fighting the battle with the illegal trade of the wildlife animal. Just today we get 2 tortoise from one of the school, and tomorrow we will bring them into our Gucci Rescue Center.
We can see this?
Sure.
He's like, listen, I don't have a palace, but you can camp out in one of my office rooms.
You are welcome, and I'm happy to stay here for at least a night.
Yeah. Jolt and I will take it. I mean, take a look around. We're here in Ho Chi Minh City. We're in District 1, which is basically the heart of the city. And that's all we got. So the office is literally shut down. It's just Jolt and I. I'm just going to show you our sleeping quarters. Hey, that's all we got right now. We take Todd's suggestion and get on the road with Rob. He's on staff at war and taking the turtle back for releasing into the wild.
Been here for 5 months, here for the next 5 years minimum.
Todd said we'd be safer out in the countryside. It turns out there's more to just sleeping on someone's floor in Vietnam.
I do know that you have to hand over your passport and be registered anywhere you stay after 11 o'clock at night. There used to be a lockdown rule.
What, during the communist days?
I'd still say these are the communist days. But things are changing really quickly.
We took a bus from the center of Ho Chi Minh City, and slowly we found ourselves in rice paddies, and then all the way here to Cu Chi.
This is what I consider traditional Vietnam from what I've seen.
It's like full of muscle. There's a huge wildlife trade here in this country and all over Southeast Asia. So a lot of these rare monkeys and bears and freshwater otters, they go for a lot of money. Here they rehabilitate them and try to get them ready for the wild.
You're seeing the center before it actually opens to the public.
They are trying to educate the children so that they will understand, that these are not just endangered, these are critically endangered animals.
We have 3 rooms here. The first room is what is happening, what is people doing with the animal.
You can see that the trade in snake and snake wine, etc., stuffed animals. A lot of the traditional medicines are wild animals, and so the main aim is to stop this trade.
This is the red book, the name of an animal endangered. The second room is what wildlife read work to repair something wrong. We try to have the animal and free them to the forest. And this is the room what people can do to have wildlife read to have animals.
We got a night or 2 of this. We're just trying to help out and do what we can, doing a little feeding, a roof over our head.
The average Vietnamese would love to have someone stay over and show their hospitality, but at the same time they do fear any repercussions.
We're in a country where basically at 11 o'clock you can't be over anyone's house unless you're registered.
I've been here for 5 months and no one's offered me to come stay at their house, the local Vietnamese family.
Any policeman that comes around, they can check you. If you're not registered for that house, they can put you in jail. You can also sleep on the streets in here in Vietnam. They also can put you in the jail. So we're kind of in a predicament trying to do it around the world for free here. It's about to get real interesting here in the next day or so when we're away from, wildlife at risk. So here we are in Cu Chi, with wildlife at risk. And Cu Chi tunnels, those are world famous. The Viet Cong used these tunnels as a base of resistance. This one goes to Andy. We got a message actually this morning saying, hey, if you get a chance to see any of where the Vietnam War was happening, it'd be great if we could see that. Father was a Vietnam vet. And we're walking the footsteps right now where the Viet Cong and our American soldiers, had battle.
I keep waking up in the dark,
in this whole area, Americans set up a huge base. And during the night, American soldiers were getting killed and they couldn't figure out why. And what was happening is they would actually dig up, shoot, and then come back. But can you imagine? I mean, these people lived in, they say there's trap doors down here. Some of them would open only into water, like into a lake. It's the only way you get into them. And they say this has actually been widened a little bit.
'Cause it's tough when you're left alone with your heart, and it's the only constant sound.
Same size crater as the two at Wildlife at Risk that we're using for the turtle enclosure, possibly a B-52 crater at Wildlife at Risk. So
many of my good friends' dads fought in this war. Like Gary, my buddy Gary, Mr. Patton. I mean, he was a helicopter pilot. So like hearing the stories back in the States and to actually be here right now, it's kind of overwhelming.
'Cause it's tough when you're left alone with your heart, and it's the only constant
Coochie has changed with the times to become a bit of a touristy attraction these days, but it's still unlike any war museum you'll ever see. Its souvenir shop is next to an AK-47 firing range.
It is the Lunar New Year, the Chinese New Year here, which is a big deal. So the city is beautiful. There's all kinds of like decorations, and they say that down south, like near the beaches, is where it really goes off, and it's big parties and big festivals. So we're thinking, hey, they can't kick me off the beach, sleep on the beach, I guess. So we're thinking about possibly trying to hitchhike down there.
Phú Quốc Island, you come, I keep you back.
You're gonna help me get down to the island.
Why shouldn't we take the word of a total stranger who stopped us on the street? As long as we make it to Pho Quoc Island, his friend will give us lodging. As far as getting to Pho Quoc Island, the same stranger told us we should be able to sneak on a train and ride down for free.
Let's go. I'm gonna hide. I don't know, lately it's almost like every, I'd say hour and a half, they go around checking people. So as soon as we see that, put on the backpack and just start going the opposite. To my seat or whatever. Hiding out in the bathroom right now because these guys are definitely, they're gonna be kind of funny. So I'm just gonna hang out here for a little bit. Yeah, this is the weird thing. What happens is that we're not going to, they keep saying the train. That's not where we were supposed to be going. So how could that happen? And this place is called Natron, a coastal town north of Saigon. I don't know how long we're on the train, maybe 8 hours, 10 hours. Jump on the train, I think it was like maybe cars just switched while we were walking around. Bathroom?
Yeah, restroom to the left.
Another day, a little bathroom shower. All right, Operation Internet Cafe. Get online. I have no idea where we are. How far is the beach? 2 kilometers?
Could be worse. Whoa! Beautiful, huh? Good news is we, got a message.
Web community members Preston and Lily noticed we've been having trouble in Vietnam and offered to help.
They were like, we want to get you your ticket to San Francisco to make this jump, and a mixed bag of emotions just come out. I mean, part of it's like really happy, and we've been on the road for 140 days. We still have to do the whole United States to get back to New York City. But at the same time, it's been this massive, amazing journey to think that it's winding down. It's definitely winding down. It's sad. But regardless, there's a ticket booked from Ho Chi Minh City to San Francisco. I gotta find a way to get back up to Saigon. Gotta find a place to take a shower. Gotta find a place to get some food. I'm gonna explore every single nook and cranny here and try to find a job. Start hitting hostels and little bed and breakfasts all along the water here. And this place right here behind me said, as long as the rooms don't fill up, I'm very good. They will give me a room as long as I clean all the bathrooms. I'll clean every room.
Yes.
So that is a fair enough deal.
So now you should start your work now, okay? Because we had 20 rooms, so you must start now.
Okay.
Okay.
Faster, faster, here we go. Bleeding stars falling slow. Got so high we lost it all. Concrete shadows stuck to the floor. I heard you leaving. Up for days and going under.
So it's kind of scary when you think about house cleaning people. Which could rummage through all your stuff. Besides the travel days, pretty much we're winding up our whole international journey. Which is sad. So I'm going to try to explore as much as we can and just live it.
Sometimes I wish that I was blind, so I could not see the things around me, all that was clearly showing. I could my best.
So they might let me one of these mopeds if no one's using them, and there's a ton here. So. Can I take one of the mopeds for an hour?
What?
Can I take one of the mopeds for an hour? The key? Yes. That one? Which one does this go to? Okay, perfect. Thank you. Driving up the coast, it's so much reminded me of the Pacific Coast Highway in California. Absolutely gorgeous, swinging through little villages, little towns, just fun. I mean, it's wild driving these mopeds, let me tell you. I mean, there's just so many on the road, so it's a pretty intense experience. That's what I see the chat. Definitely need to find a job here or things are gonna get bad. A, because we need to get back to Saigon for the flight, but B, if I don't get something to eat, it's gonna be crazy. So, dive shot, let's try it. What I'm wondering is, I've been traveling around the world with no money. Okay. I have no money, right? But I will work. So can I, maybe we go on your sailing, snorkeling? And I help out, work on the boat?
No problem.
That's
you can
okay.
be on the boat, no problem. Normally from 6:30 in the morning and until 2 p.m.
What will I do?
On the boat, you help out the customer. You have a customer, and the next thing they save in the water. They keep an eye on them.
Got a job! Hi, Al!
Cheers, man.
Cheers, man.
See you
I'll
later.
see you there.
See you there.
All right, cool.
Okay, bye.
Okay, now we have a job and cocktails. Hi-oh.
Win from the dive shop hooked me up with some drink tickets because it is Lunar New Year's Eve.
What is exactly is this?
Dry wine.
What's the effect?
Good for the body.
Good for the body?
After good, very good. You know, in the back.
Imagine drinking sake that's never been distilled before. Very raw. It's pretty disgusting. Good job for the day. I'm trying to make some money. Good man, dude.
Christmas, Easter, the 4th of July all rolled into one here in Vietnam.
Performers, showmen, doing all kinds of crazy things. Every place was just popping off. This place was wild. The streets were just full of mopeds. We're walking right down the middle of them. Fireworks are going off.
Happy New Year, guys. We're just partying all night long, and we will party till the break of dawn. All right, early morning here, and heading to the dive shop, and got a job on the boat. So gonna get a little bit of cash to get back up to Ho Chi Minh City to take that flight out of here.
Okay, so today I'm in the boat. You want to take that bus down the harbor. We want to show the customer how to get into the boat.
Don't go on that boat.
I only need to help out on a single dive tour to make enough money to be able to get back to Ho Chi Minh City for my flight back to the States.
It's hard day work. Making sure skills don't fall over with their oxygen tank. Gotta keep working. But I gotta be honest, I'm not that upset about this job. Probably one of the coolest jobs I've ever done in my life, to be honest with you. I had to help people, put on their flippers, and I swam around with the snorkelers.
Good. It was really cool though. There's like little fish and coral. Yeah, it's really neat. 2, 3.
Have a little fun. That's how we pass the time, waiting for the divers to come back on the boat. We'll go backflips off the side with one of the employees.
When I was young, then I studied English. And my favorite job is working diving. I like everybody because they're very friendly.
Thanks a lot, appreciate it. Everything. Not too bad of a job on a dive boat, but the biggest thing was to make a little bit of cash to get on an $8 train that will take us back to Ho Chi Minh City. So let's roll. Thanks, brother, man. Yeah, it's great. Appreciate it. Just sitting here, waiting for a bus. Was originally going to take a train, but found out bus is actually a better deal. They had like almost these beds, I guess, almost lay all the way down for only like $7. It's actually going to give me a couple bucks to hopefully spin around Ho Chi Minh City during those hours we have to wait before we get on the plane. Alright,
it, so officially on the sleeper bus here. I think I was lied to. They said the palatial comforts on the sleeper bus, but this thing was made for L, for real. I don't think it was made for a 6'1" man. But as you can see, I'm cramped.
Took that bus ride, maybe like 10, 12 hours. Very small little beds. The most unique actual bus I've probably ever been in my life. And it was actually probably the most beautiful drive we've had in Southeast Asia altogether. Back here in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, and just killing time here in the afternoon. Started walking around District 5. They say is like, this is the heart of District 5. It's like a labyrinth in here, and just like, you could get lost seriously in this market. We've only been walking for maybe like 2-3 minutes, and it's endless.
Hello. Where are you from?
What's up? America.
American. Yeah. Oh, hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Got some food, but I'm trying to eat them, and I don't understand it. Like, sounds like it's supposed to be a seed. It's red, but it's like a sunflower seed or something like that. I can't get anything out of it. Real funky area of town, tons of markets, walking through these back alleys. It's like all businesses downstairs, they live upstairs. Very, very cool, and just killing time. And now, I start making my way to the airport. This is it for international waters, guys.
This is it, everyone, the final walk. Final international flight. Back to States it is, San Francisco. States sounds really nice, I gotta be honest. A little bittersweet, but this is it. Is the States ready for around the world for free? Are you prepared? See what happens when you're off this plane in San Francisco. Going into cold weather, I'll tell you that right now.